buddy of mine is trying to start up a YouTube channel, so he asked for some tips and stuff, so I figured I would show him how I make my YouTube thumbnails. Just to show you here. Now, these are my iRacing thumbnails, for example. So you go here and probably see some bigger examples of them. Here we go. So I've got some iRacing ones, I've got some Arma, a Battlefield one. So I figured I would show him how to make the thumbnail. So what I do is I use a website called Canva. It's a free website, canva.com. You can actually see all the ones I've made here already, but we're just going to start a new one here. So I do mine 1280 by 720. Canva's got these pre-existing templates for you with different resolutions. Social media is 800 by 800. Facebook covers 851 by 315, etc., etc. Instagram, it's got all the major social media apps and websites and whatever up here, but none for a YouTube thumbnail. So I usually do mine in 1280 by 720 because it works, and why not? So what you do first is you come up here and you click Use Custom Dimensions, and we'll type that in, 1280 by 720, and design. Okay, so then you've got this blank canvas. Now the first thing I do is I grab an image that I want to put here, that you want for your main image, your background image for this thumbnail. So for iRacing, obviously, you know, it would make sense to have an iRacing photo. So what I did for this was I actually took a screenshot in iRacing. So we'll open up my pictures here, and I'm not going to take another thumbnail for this, but I'll show you one. Actually, these are paint schemes that I did, but we'll just use one of these. So let's just pretend that I went into the game, or I looked on Google and I found the image that I wanted. And which one's good here? Which one's good? We'll do this one because I like this picture. And oh no, I like this one. Okay. So what we'll do is I'm gonna drag this. I've got another monitor, so I'm gonna drag this over here. But what I do is you just literally drag the picture and you drop it into there, and it'll upload it, and you actually see it pop up over here. Okay, so these are all my uploads here, but we're gonna use this one. So now we're gonna grab it and we're gonna drag it over here. Boom. Okay, now you can see that there's sort of a white border left over with this. So what we're gonna do is grab the corner and we're gonna resize it, not any more than we have to, because we don't want to make the picture any more pixelated or unnecessarily stretched out, but we're gonna blur this picture anyway for the final product, so at the end of the day it doesn't really matter. But so let's see, and I kind of want it in the corner, but this actually looks like it's about the best we're gonna be able to do. So because we're gonna what the hell is that? Oh, sorry about that. That was a Facebook notification. So anyways, because we want the words that we're going to use to show up here. So, but anyway, so we're doing an iRacing screenshot, or I'm sorry, thumbnail. So the next thing you would do is you'd go to Google and you'd type in, let's see, we'll do iRacing logo, and then you want a logo that doesn't have a background to it, like a white background or black or whatever color. So what I usually do is I type in PNG, because PNG files commonly don't have a background. So you can immediately see we've got a few choices here. Scroll down. I usually like to kind of see what's going on. Not much in the way of logos down here, so we're going to go back up to the top, and we'll just click on the first one to get an idea. So you can see these grids here. That means that this is actually a transparent layer, so that's just perfect. But that's not the logo we want. So we're gonna go to this one. And this one actually is perfect. This one has a transparent background. Now it's blue. So we're gonna, well, just pretend that I click save this image as. Then I would go back over here, and I would go to my pictures. Okay, find out where I saved it, which if I had saved it, it would be in this folder. And you can actually see all the stuff that I've saved over the month that I've been doing this. But anyways, so what I did with that logo, actually, as you'll see here, is I turned it white with using GIMP. So instead of this being blue, it's white. Actually, you know what? I don't think this was the best example. Motorsport simulations. Yeah, I don't know where I found that other logo, but it's better than the one that I just found here. Let's see. iRacing.com. iRacing.com. Well. I don't know. I don't know where I found that other logo, but we're going to use what we've got here. So where's my folder now? Now I'm lost. Okay, so let's say I save the picture. Boom, there's the picture. Now what I ended up doing was I put that layer into GIMP and I created what's called a drop shadow. I guess I can show you how to do that real quick too. So let's say this is the image we saved just now. So we're gonna click edit with GIMP because I have GIMP installed. Now every program, a photo editing program, has a drop shadow option at this point. So it's a filter. So you click on filter, light and shadow. Excuse me. So you click on drop shadow. Now what comes up is this window here, and you can mess with the offsets and the blur radius to get different shadowing effects. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Click on that, and now it's subtle because it's on a transparent background, but you can kind of see the shadow here. If we want to do a little bit more, we can undo the drop shadow there, go back to filters, click on drop shadow again. Now we'll do an 8, and then we'll blur like 25, and you'll see it a lot more. Boom. Okay. I'd actually like it to be a little darker, so I undid that change again, going back to drop shadow. Oh, here we go. Opacity, so we'll turn that up to like 80. Turn this down to 20, and boom. So you see how it's a little bit darker now. So we'd save that, export it as, save it as a PNG, .png file here. So let's pretend that's what I just did. Oops. Cancel out of this. Okay. So now we're going to take that image here, and once again I'm going to drag this over here so I can see what I'm doing. But we'll drag that here, and you'll see it upload. Boop, there it is. Then you're going to take this image just like the first one, and you're going to drop it right on top, just like that. Kind of get it centered up there. Boom. Okay, so now that we've got that in place, I actually forgot to do this earlier, but we're going to click back on this main image here, which I just did, and you'll see these options come up, and we're going to click on filter, advanced, and we're going to blur the background picture. See? So you can still see what it is, but it focuses the user's attention on the words as opposed to the picture. Okay, so it just makes the words pop a little bit more, which is kind of what you want, so people know what the hell it is. There's different filters and things. You can click on those. You know, depends on what kind of effects you're looking for, but that one's decent. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, blur it a little bit more. Blur it to your liking, basically. I mean, that's what's important. And then, so then you've got that. And the last thing you do is text. Okay, so, well, image and text. So what we're gonna do is click on text here. Right, get rid of this window. You just click off of the picture there. There we go. Actually, no, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna click on the search bar, and it brings up all these things here. So we're gonna click on shapes, and we're looking for arrows. Where is that? How do I do that? Layouts. Shoot, it's a little bit, they must have updated it. It's a little different than what I'm used to. Let's type in arrow, see what we get. That didn't do it at all, did it? Let's see. Shapes. Illustrations. Oh, son of a bitch. This isn't how it used to be. So we're going to click on this and we're going to hopefully find a freaking arrow. Like for my logo, for example, that I do normally. Alright, so here's an arrow. It's not at all what I'm looking for, but I think we can, I thought it would have more options like this one does. Filter. Because what I want to do is flip it. Oh, I guess I can just rotate it. Duh. There we go. Alright, so we use that to rotate. We'll shrink this down, and then we're going to change the color to red. Alright, now this program has a ton of shapes and different pictures, so that's going to be up to you to just kind of browse through everything there. But alright, so the last thing we want is text, so we come over here and click on that. And then we're going to click on this big one here, add text. And then, so what I usually have is my YouTube name, Passion. We're going to change the color to white first, so it shows up the best against our background there. And then they've got all these fonts. I usually use this one because I like the way it looks. Then we're going to jack the size up a bunch. Yeah, even more really. Let's see, so it's really easy to manipulate this program. iRacing width is a little too big. Kind of subtracts from the title. iRacing with Passion. Now you would the word width would be. How do you drag this thing? Fucking. There we go. So click on that. Try to get everything centered again. Make it look presentable. Boom. iRacing with Passion. So we're gonna click this one because it's small, and we'll say width. Change that to white again. Change that to my font again, and we'll make it a little bigger so people can actually read what it says, because the thumbnails are pretty small. And then you just drag that wherever you want, and I'll put it right there maybe so people can see it. And there you have it, iRacing Motorsports with Passion, with a nice blurred out picture in the background. So then what you would do is you name it up here, name it whatever you want, and then click done, and it saves it. And then once it's saved, which it already is, you click on this download button and then click on as an image, and then it'll download it to your hard drive, and then you can use it in YouTube, which let's say we just uploaded this video here. Whoa, hello. Let's go to video editor, creator studio, whatever it's called, video manager. Okay, so you're uploading a race, let's say. So then all you would do, you would be on this picture, this page, and you'd be entering all the information in, and you'd look right here, and the bottom one of the 4 windows always says change image, and you would click on change image, and then you would go select the thumbnail you just made, upload it, and then boom, that's your thumbnail for the video. So I hope that helps people. You know, there's a ton of stuff that you can do with Canva, but it's really simple if you just want to make thumbnails. So there you go.